Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So you went out online, picked yourself up a nice long box like this. All right, got it shipped to your local gun shop, brought it home. Sure enough, there's a Mosin Nagant in there, caked in Soviet face wash, also known as Cosmoline. So what I want to show you guys today is, with this Mosin Nagant, a quick, simple way to get all that Cosmoline off so you can get your rifle ready to shoot. Let's take a look. So first thing you do when you get your new boomstick is go ahead, bust it open, see what you get with it. This is actually a Mosin Nagant I picked up from classicfirearms.com a little while back. Have not had a chance to clean it yet. I want to get all the Cosmoline off and get this thing out to the range. It does come with a shoulder strap right here. Let's see what else. This right here will need cleaning. Inside here is your toolkit and cleaning supplies that originally came with the Mosin Nagant decades and decades ago. You'll need to bust this open and clean the metal bits out. I'll show you that. Right here, oil can, original, nice and grody with that Cosmoline. We'll have to clean that out. Leather pouch, right there. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I got some folks mowing the lawn. But right here, leather pouch, ammo pouch. Either one or two of these, and you get two of these. Don't really have to do anything with those. Those weren't stored in Cosmoline. And then you go ahead, bust out the rifle itself. All right. Here's how they come, all wrapped up. You can see right there, all the nice goopiness all over there. Like I said, it's like a nice face wash cream, you know? It's just good for you. It's not good for you. So go ahead, unwrap it. All right, it's not that dangerous to you or anything like that. You can definitely handle it with your hands, but we will be using gloves to clean it off. Here she is, nice and beautiful. All right, this is a hex receiver, Tula 1933. All right, there you go. We go ahead and show you guys what you'll need to get this cleaned up. All right, and before that, the first step, once you take it out of, or the next step rather, once you take it out of the box and have it in this condition, make sure it looks good, make sure it has all the parts you need on it, is take off everything metal. All right, all the metal bits, take them off, put the stock and all the stock and wooden pieces together and put them on the side. You won't need to clean those off right yet, but I will show you how to clean the Cosmoline off that. But take the metal off, all those pieces, lay them out, and we'll show you guys what you need to do to clean them off. So this is everything you'll need to get this job done. You can see I took everything apart. Some of the screws are a little tough to get out, so just be careful. I mean, it is a really old rifle. Take your time. Don't strip out the screws, anything like that. Just take your time, get everything apart. I do have a disassembly and assembly video of the Mosin Nagant bolt. That is a little bit more of a tricky part. Probably the trickiest part of this whole thing is to get apart that bolt so you can get in there for a deep clean of the Cosmoline. Again, set these aside with the wood on there. We will take care of those, and actually what we're going to do is we're going to put them out in the backyard on a nice hot sunny day and let the Cosmoline just kind of melt off of it, and we'll just wipe it periodically. It's the easiest and safest way to go. If you do anything like a heat gun or a hair dryer or like in the oven or something like that, it's got to be a really low temperature because these stocks are laminated and stained, and you will end up messing up the finish if you have it too hot or leave a heat gun on one spot too long. All right, so what you will need something to clean it off mixed with water. So you will need water as well, but I'm going to use mineral spirits right here. All right, this works really well, and with the mineral spirits, like I said, you'll mix it with hot water here and then some colder water down there for a rinse. So you have hot water, small parts, everything else. And you can actually put the small parts in there if you'd like. I like to keep the small parts separate, a little easier to keep an eye on them. Small parts hot with mineral spirits, larger parts hot, mineral spirits, cooler water, rinse off. Then you need some towels to dry it out. All right, now when you're working with mineral spirits, you'll need some gloves. You also need a little cup here. By the time you let these soak for a while, it'll be cool down enough to use this. You can also use like a metal cup if you have it, or a measuring cup like a glass one if you want to use that. But you'll need to go and pour the mixture of mineral spirits and water down the barrel, clean that up, and of course afterwards you might want to have a toothbrush. If there's any Cosmoline left that hasn't melted off, you can use this to scrub it off, and then some CLP and some pads, some cloth pads. Get yourself a nice good clean oiled up gun in the end. let's go ahead and get started. So just with the hot water, you can already see this kind of bleeding off a little bit, and there's colder water in here. I am going to add the mineral spirits. You can do, it's a part water, part mineral spirits mixture. You may have seen another review of mine with the cleaning of Cosmoline off an old SKS. That actually I use green cleaner. It's like simple green cleaner, generic stuff, whichever. You just don't want to use really harsh chemicals, hence the mineral spirits is a little bit more safer for the metal parts. All right, just don't want to use any harsh chemicals to scrub this off. Cosmoline is not that bad. Now, if you do get Cosmoline on your hands, it's much like an oil. I end up using this stuff right here. All right, this Fast Orange Permatex. You can get it at Walmart. It has that gritty kind of soap to it. It gets the Cosmoline off your hands real easily. And while you're cleaning, also with gloves, make sure you wear a good pair of safety glasses like anything else. You don't want this stuff in your eyes. So, take your mineral spirits. All right. There's a brand new one here. And just go ahead, pour a little bit in there. All right, you don't need to fill it up to the top. And that's the reason why you don't need to have a huge bucket of this stuff. All right, you just need a little bit in there. Let it work its magic. All right, take your little toothbrush, stir it around. This thing right here is the worst. These oil cans, look at that. All right, every time I've ever cleaned a Mosin like this, these oil cans, you're never gonna really use them. I mean, you can, just for fun, but it has the most gunk stored up in it. I honestly don't know if it has oil residue from the original oil that was in there of some type, but it is the grossest stuff. All right, you may need to go ahead and add more water as you go. Let this stuff soak for a little bit. You can already see it all coming off nicely. It's gonna melt this stuff on its own, all right? But you can go ahead and grab some of this stuff if you want to. Let me see if I can get a little piece here to show you. Here you go, all right. So it is obviously a little warm there, but you can see it's already really nice. All right, you don't even need, I was gonna use a toothbrush. You really don't even need the toothbrush. This stuff just melts away, it's not too bad. All right, just let it kind of sit there for a little bit, move things around. Now, if you want to put the main components in there, go ahead, splash them with the water, no big deal. I will say that this Mosin, one of the reasons why I picked it up is it is in pristine condition. All right, Classic Firearms got in a few more recently that looked almost never fired. So I've always wanted a Tula that looked never fired. I think we got it. So just let it sit there for a little bit. I'm gonna get a little bit more water to stir in there, a little bit there. This part over here looks good. I don't think you really need much for the cleaning kit. It's real minimal stuff in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a little more water, and I'll be right back. All right, so this is coming along nicely, guys. I just added a little bit more water in there, kind of shake it up a little bit, make sure that it's all cleaned up nice. All right, switch this over for a little bit. Now what we're gonna do with this barrel is actually really nice condition. Look at that, it's like brand new bluing. A little bit of a wear right there, it looks like, but it looks great. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the barrel, I'm gonna go ahead and put it upright like this. All right, take a little cup, a little bit of water, and just pour it down where the sights are. You can flip, go ahead and you flip the sights in like that. All right. And you can see there's a little bit of grime in there. You could actually take that off. I didn't do it this time, but you can go ahead, pull a little bit of that in there. All right, clean up the rails. A little bit of hot water and mineral spirits. All right, pour some down the chamber there. There you go, get it out of the barrel. Look at that. All right, so as you can see, it is a little bit of a messy job. To clean these up. It's definitely, a little bit of a chore, a little bit more messy than cleaning up a normal firearm when you first want to just clean it up after the range. But this is a one-time thing. Once you get the Cosmoline off, you can just keep this thing oiled, clean it up every time you shoot it. It'll last forever. All right, that's why I laid the tarp down. And also these metal tins here. The Cosmoline just melts off the inside there. These metal tins here, are real cheap. I ended up getting like a pack of 50 of them for like 10 bucks at Costco. We use them for parties, we use them for this kind of thing, the cheap disposable things. So metal tins are really great for that thing. You don't have to really go out and buy those real expensive like plastic tubs. Just go ahead and get these metal things and have a pack of them lying around, you're good to go. So let this soak in for a little bit. I think we're almost done. What you can do is start, now that the water's cooling down, start shaking these off, drop them in the cooler water. You can see these parts are all done, and let them cool down a minute. Again, shake, water, rinse, no mineral spirits in there. Make sure it's all cleaned up. Look at that. See, it's real simple, guys. Not too bad at all. Let's go ahead, get all the Cosmoline off with this process. Get it in the nice cool water, cool things down. We're ready to reassemble. Let me go ahead and show you guys what we're doing with the stocks right now to help get that Cosmoline off that stock. So for the stock, you can see it's kind of a thick, almost like wax to it. All right, so what you want to do is you're going to do a quick wipe down. All right, real simple wipe down. You see, kind of coming off in there a little bit, just a little bit though. All right, and it's a little bit inside there too. So you can do the wipe down, and then all you have to do is set the pieces out in the sun on a nice warm sunny day, and then every about 30 minutes or so come out here, do a wipe down, and eventually what you're gonna do is you're gonna see it just kind of melts away. All right, so that's all you have to do to get the stock nice and clean of the Cosmoline. And honestly, after you shoot it for a bit, a lot of the stuff on this part of the handguard as well as the front half of the actual stock itself is going to all melt away with the heat of the barrel. So you're going to see some seepage of the Cosmoline for a few range trips to come, but this will get the majority of it off, just leaving it out of the sun, wiping it down occasionally.
2 hours later.
So it's been a couple of hours, and you can see, bring this up closer here, starting to kind of bubble up a little bit here. See that right there? After the initial wipe, you wait a couple hours and all this starts to kind of bubble up and seep out. You can see definitely in here all the glistening in there. You're gonna go through about probably 4 or 5 of these towels here, or paper towels. Don't use a regular towel. I mean, you can just expect to throw it away. Regular towels is gonna get it all gunked up and it is not gonna wash out. So that towel is gonna be ruined. So get like a nice cheap shop towel if you're gonna do a towel route. But as you shoot this again, it's gonna seep out throughout the years. You might see a little bit here and there, but it's not too bad. It's already starting to feel a little bit more like the actual wood that you're expecting. So there you go. So the entire process to actually get the Cosmoline off should not take more than like 5 minutes. You don't have to leave them in the mineral spirits overnight or anything like that. It melts away almost just with the water alone. But of course, the mineral spirits help speed up the process. Takes only a few minutes. Gets them all nice and clean. Lay them out to dry. If you have a air compressor, it's better to just blast these with some air and get all the crevices clean. Otherwise, just go ahead, get some paper towel, wipe them all down individually, get every little piece wipe down, make sure that there is no Cosmoline left anywhere, and then when you're done, for example, this part right here, go ahead, the little patch, a little squirt of CLP on there, go ahead and give this thing a nice coat of oil because it has not seen good oil in many, many years, and I'm sure it would appreciate it. Also, don't forget to run a few patches down your barrel itself. The rifling is going to have some grit in there, a little grody, so make sure you run a few patches through there. Give the rifling some love. I did clean off the bayonet. This was stuck in the bottom of the box. Here she is right here, ready to go. I went ahead and cleaned it off all the Cosmoline, same way, mineral spirits, water, dried it off, oiled it up, made sure everything functioned properly. You can put this on your end of your rifle. It goes right there on the end there and kind of goes down and swivels. The problem is when you do that, it is metal on metal and you are going to scrape up all this part of the end of your barrel. If you don't mind the scrapes, go ahead, put it on there. It does look cool, but other than that, just don't use it. All right, here she is right here, all ready to go, cleaned up, looks great, nice dark wood, not too many blemishes on there, good bolt, clean, slick, ready to go. The importer did kind of mess up a little bit. You can see right there, the importer put the markings on top of the hex. I mean, it's kind of a bad placement there. Usually you should put it under the barrel. Someplace you don't need to see it. That's the new serialized area they put there. And then of course the Tula marking right here, plus all the old markings for the old serialized number there, kind of half filled in there. And then this actually is a matching bolt magazine and receiver itself, so that's good. All right, going up here, everything looks nice, all cleaned up. Again, real nice wood. Looks like the rifling's brand new, almost never been shot. Great condition, great Mosin example overall. So last, I'll leave you guys with a helpful hint. Mineral spirits on the bottle say odorless. Go ahead and crack a garage door, crack the side door, do something, because I'll tell you, when you're melting this Cosmoline off with hot water, it reeks. So save the brain cells, get some fresh air in there. Ventilation is key. So that's it, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like this video. If you have any comments below, I'll be happy to answer them, any questions at all, and I'll see you in the next review.